Do 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 do. Joe and Mr. Greg!
Hi boys and girls, today I'm going to show you how you could draw something like this. It includes a tree in front of a moon, a big old scary house, a cat protecting its house, and a cracked sidewalk that brings you down to some cool looking pumpkins. Are you ready? Let's get started. We'll start out with some lines that are curved, like that, and then put some stems on it since those are our pumpkins. After that, we'll do a couple more like this, and then put some stems on them. Now you can decide what kind of pumpkin face you want on yours. I'm just going to quickly draw in a few. You can choose what kind you want. Okay, now we're going to do a new trick. This one is supposed to be sort of like a gate. Okay, so these are going to be coming out behind the pumpkin, and the pumpkin is protecting what's behind the gate, right? So we're going to put on some lines going down like this, and then put on a few going across like this. Okay, and then do on every other one, we'll put an arrow going up. So far, so good. Easy stuff. Now, I'm going to put a cat right here. The cat is going to be sitting on this gate. Okay, so I'm going to start with his eyes. And those are like long, oval looking shapes. And then I'm going to put a curve up here. Looks like he's upside down smiling. And then I'm going to come under here and I'm going to put a curve that goes down and back like that. Okay. And then I'm going to draw a curve here that goes like that. And curves back like that. I know it doesn't look like a cat yet, but it will real soon. Ready? There's a little bit of detail that will help. And these zigzag lines will help to make them look like a cat. Now all we need is some ears. We'll go up and up. See the curve? Then we're going to curve up and over. And curve up and over and back. All right, now we need a tail. The tail's going to go up and then hook back around. And then come back and make sure that's nice and skinny. Okay, now if you wanted to, you could color the whole thing in. I am going to do that. Color the whole thing in, except for the eyes. Don't color in the eyes. You might need to practice that one a couple times. All right, now, as far as this area goes, I'm going to be making it look like it's a long, windy sidewalk that goes back to a scary old house. Okay, I'm going to put some lines looking like a sidewalk. Now I'm also going to add some cracks. See those cracky lines there? Now, if you wanted to, you could make things coming out of the cracks like grass or even hands. Maybe there's something living under the ground, like a person that's been dead for many years and now he's coming back to life as a zombie. Oh, that might be a little too spooky. All right, so you can see I have a sidewalk going, but it's not really going anywhere yet. So I'm going to make it look like it's going back to a house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some lines. Line, line, line. Just 3. Notice how they're getting a little bit skinnier or a little bit shorter as they go up. Now I'm going to draw another line that's really long, and that will be part of my house. These are steps going up to the house, and that's the porch. So the porch needs some of these, okay? And leave a gap and then do some more. That's going to be what's called a banister. A lot of old houses have that. Now I need a door. So I'll put in a rectangle for a door. And I'm going to make that door have a line down the middle and some handles. Now you can make your door look like it's open if you wanted. Ready? Let's do an arc shape or a rainbow looking line. That's the window. Looking pretty good so far. All right, let's put in a couple different roofs. This roof will be here. This roof will be here. And you can make them curvy if you want. And see how I've made that one a little curvy. All right. So those roofs need a couple windows too. All right. Now this marker that I'm using does have a wide tip, so I can't get into those teeny tiny places for detail. If I were to color this, I'd probably use something like colored pencil, which would help me get into the small details a little later. Do another roof right there. Actually, I'll make that one. I'm going to cover up all that and then draw a line down. See how I brought it all together there? Now I'll do one more. It's a real triangle. And then bring it down like that. Okay, well, that looks like a real haunted house. I mean, you could add a lot of detail to it later to make it more haunted. Some of the things you might want to add are maybe spiders or spider webs. You could add another gate, maybe some gravestones. You know, I'm going to do that. I'm going to add some gravestones that are kind of like right here. I'll put another hill right here. You see how I did that? I put it behind the other one. That's pretty cool. It's a trick about art. You can always draw another line and then build it further back, right? So I'm going to draw a tree up on this hill. And this tree is going to look like it is kind of getting brought towards the house. It's like turning towards the house. And there's another area I'll color in. Don't make your tree lines too thick. All right. Okay. And you know what? I'm going to put a big moon up in the sky. See the moon? The tree is going right over top of it. That looks cool. Now, another thing you might want to include is some lines for wind. Yeah, maybe there's some wind blowing back there. Another thing you might want to add is a bat. How about we put a bat in there? Put one right here. Here's a neat, easy way to draw a bat. Draw the letter M. and then draw a line that curves down and another line that curves down. And then I'm going to do a bumpy line this way and a bumpy line this way. So that's a neat way to draw a bat. Okay, now that I'm all done using my marker, I'm going to pick up some crayons and have some fun. I hope yours turns out okay.